In today's video, I want to take a look at a slew of more new PlayStation 4 games coming out later this week. I already gave you guys insight into the games that dropped today. However, there are some other exciting games dropping on the PS4 very soon. All of them this week. I want to go over 5 games really quickly, so let's get right into it. So first of all, we have Streets of Rage 4. Streets of Rage is finally back amongst the best beat-em-up series ever created. Jammin' 90s beats and over-the-top street fighting. The iconic series of Streets of Rage comes back with a masterful tribute to and revitalization of the classic action fans adore. Now, yes, it is a tribute to classic Streets of Rage games. However, if you look at this game, you can also see it's got a very modern and new look to it, which I am all over. Streets of Rage is going to cater towards those people that were big Streets of Rage fans back in the day, but also towards those people that are checking out Streets of Rage for the first time. Streets of Rage, if you don't know, is a trilogy of beat-em-up known for this timeless gameplay and electronic dance-influenced music. Streets of Rage 4 builds upon the classic trilogy's gameplay with new mechanics, beautiful hand-drawn visuals, and a god-tier soundtrack. An iconic series like Streets of Rage got its iconic characters, Axel, Blaze, Adam, and other veterans reunited to clean up the streets with some brand new moves and kick-ass tracks to take a listen to. Our heroes are ready to dish out beatdowns to a fledgling group of ill-advised criminals in full force. Streets of Rage 4 will be the first entry to the core series in 25 years, standing as Axel, Adam, and Blaze's glorious return to serving upside-scrolling beatdowns. Again, you've got some lush hand-drawn animations, new combat abilities, and fresh tracks from an amazing team of composers. Streets of Rage 4 will be a masterful tribute to and revitalization of the classic action fans adore, and you've got a plethora of features being touted. The comeback of the legendary Streets of Rage series, beautiful graphics, fully hand-drawn animated by the studio behind Wonder Boy, The Dragon's Trap, and if you want to go back and look at that game's visuals, it's a stunning game as well. You'll be able to clean up Oakwood City by yourself or with another friend online for the very first time. Team up to 4 people offline to take the city back, so if you want to do some couch co-op, that's going to be an option as well. Classic gameplay enhanced with brand new mechanics, soundtrack by a wide all-star lineup of world-class musicians, braised chicken everywhere, a dozen former Streets of Rage characters unlockable and playable in their original pixel versions, play with the music of the previous Streets of Rage games as well, so they're giving you a lot of opportunity to get nostalgic with this game as well, and you've got a total of 12 unique stages to explore. Streets of Rage 4 is due out on April 30th. Next up, we've got a brand new PlayStation VR title that looks quite good, Down the Rabbit Hole. Down the Rabbit Hole is a VR adventure set in a wonderland. Prior to Alice's arrival, you'll guide a girl who is looking for her lost pet by solving puzzles, uncovering secrets, and making choices about the story along the way. You control the girl's fate by plotting your journey through an immersive diorama that wraps around you. Through the game's many twists and turns, you'll find yourself exploring the most wondrous corners of Wonderland, solving puzzles, uncovering secrets, and making choices about the story along the way. You've got multiple playable characters, rich 360 degrees, various unique puzzles, hidden collectibles, and unique VR locomotion. The game came out on PC already back in March, and it got 21 Steam user reviews, and all of those reviews were positive, so that bodes pretty well for the PSVR release of this game, and this will be dropping on May 1st. Next up, here's a game that's right up my alley, and that is Book of Demons. Book of Demons is a hack-and-slash deck-building hybrid which you decide the length of quests, wield magic cards instead of weapons, and slay the armies of darkness in the dungeons below the old cathedral, save the terror-stricken paperverse from the clutches of the archdemon himself. Now, we've been seeing a lot of these games that have been complementing card gaming with also like a general and typical gameplay style. This one fuses a dungeon-crawling hack-and-slash with deck-building gameplay. We've seen games like Slay the Spire do rather well, but this one's got some very, very unique mechanics. It's not a card game, but items, spells, and skills are all expressed as cards. The strategy lies in adapting your hand to each situation. Cards can be upgraded with runes, and you can find many variants with diverse bonuses as well. Legendaries are the most epic, but hard to acquire. It also notes Book of Demons respects your times. It features the Flexoscope engine, which allows you to divide the game into sessions of any side. It even learns your pace of gaming and predicts the time to complete the next session. So it's actually very much a complimenting title for those of you that want to get shorter gameplay sessions in. That's a pretty cool little feature. Simplified movement and fight mechanics is where Book of Demons differs from most other hack-and-slash titles. There is often not enough time to click remove all of the obstacles such as monster shields, enemy spells, poison, or knock cards, so timing, card selection, and order of execution are all critical to progression and the gameplay. Hack and slash in the world of Paperverse. Book of Demons takes place in Paperverse, a world that exists entirely inside a pop-up book. It's a tale of good and evil about saving the world from the ultimate devilry. Sounds familiar? Inspired by the dark, gloomy atmosphere of the first Diablo game, Book of Demons is part tribute, part parody of hack-and-slash classics. It also notes there is a very challenging endgame. On average, it takes about 10 hours to complete the campaign with a single class, but maxing out a character and mastering all of the higher free-play difficulty levels and quests takes much longer. The roguelike mode offers another level of challenge with permadeath, restricted healing, and even more obstacles to overcome. Book of Demons is due out on April 30th. Next up, we have Arcade Spirits, which is a rather interesting visual novel. It's a romantic visual novel that follows an alternative timeline where the 1983 video crash never happened. I should say the 1983 video game crash never occurred. It is a new year, and you've just started a new job at the Funplex Game Arcade. Who will you meet along the way? Will you find the romance you're seeking? The game's got a pretty slick art style in there as well. Definitely a game for those of you that want a very story-driven game, because it's going to be light on the gameplay as these games typically are. The game released on PC back in February of 2019 has a very positive reception on Steam with 176 Steam user reviews. 98% of those reviews are positive, and it does have a very impressive 81 on Metacritic. So the game was received rather well, and it is coming to the PlayStation 4 on May 1st. And lastly, we have Active Neurons, a puzzle game, a game that released on PC back in October of 2019. To little fanfare, but there were 10 Steam user reviews posted, and all of them were positive in reception. It's a puzzle game in which you have to charge brain neurons. By controlling the power of thought, you must charge neurons. The more charged neurons, the healthier our brain. The healthier the brain, the more fully fledged life a person lives. It would seem that the task is very simple, but no. To choose the direction of movement, the power of thought should be at rest, so it is important for you to correctly use obstacles on that level. If you're a fan of simplistic puzzle games, this is definitely going to be one right up your alley. It was released at $4.99 on PC. Hopefully it comes to the PlayStation 4 at a very similar price point. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, this week is pretty packed with new PS4 games. I already covered the games that are dropping today, but with titles like Streets of Rage 4, Down the Rabbit Hole, Book of Demons, Arcade Spirits, and Active Neurons also coming, I wanted to highlight some of these games that might go a little bit under the radar. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.